Okay, welcome back to the gate here. We're ready to push back now, and I'm going to instruct the ground to push us back. And you can see our wing lights are now on. And when we push back, I'm gonna tell them to push us to the left, tail to the left, because obviously that'll position us most optimally to take the magenta line to the runway. As we push back, we'll probably be given clearance to go ahead and start our engines. The engine indicators are right here on the ICAS. You've got your N1 and your N2, and the N1 is the fan rotation speed. The N2, it represents the rotation speed of the central core turbine. When we first start our engine, which is right here on the overhead panel here, you got the engine start area, and then you've got your right and left engines. We'll switch to G and D, which will initiate the process of spooling up into, and once it gets past this magenta line, we'll start the fuel control, which is located here. We'll start the right engine first, then the left engine, and you'll start to see the temperature, oil pressure, and those readings come up. And if anything goes wrong, there'll be some sort of indication, and I'll cut the fuel to the engines. But as we push back, we're going to start the right engine first, then the left engine. I'm going to go ahead and contact ground and request pushback. Okay.
Yeah, hi there, ground. We're cleared for push and start. Brakes are set to park.
Thank you. All doors and hatches are closed, and we are clear behind. Release brakes.
Brakes are released.
Commencing push. You're clear to start both engines.
Okay, let's start the right engine first.
Start the right engine.
So we're looking for the magenta line, and we've hit it. So I'm going to start the fuel control to the right engine. You see N1 is now coming up nicely. There's the fan rotation, so that ought to be visible on the outside of the aircraft now. And we are pushing back. A kind of unique characteristic of the 767 is that each time an engine starts and you have ignition, the screen will flicker. So that's when we know that the right engine has started. So there's the flicker. Right engine has started. Now let's go with the left.
Start the left engine.
So there's G and D. Okay. And we're making our turn now. Okay, fuel control to the left has started. We've now completed the pushback.
Set brakes to park.
Okay, I'm going to set the parking brake.
Brakes are set to park. Clear to uncouple the tug.
Roger, standing by.
Okay, we're looking for 2 good starts. Okay, there's the left. So we're looking good.
That's 2 good starts. Clear to disconnect with hand signals on the left. Thanks for your help. Bye-bye.
Okay, hand signals will be on the left, and have a good flight.
Okay, we're disconnecting now. And we're going to set the auto brakes to RTO, rejected takeoff, so that if we do cut the throttles on takeoff, we'll be helped with auto brakes to slow the aircraft. And we just tested the recall, and so I think we're ready, and I hope we're not holding anyone up on the taxiway here to to go through the after start checklist.
After start checklist, please.
Isolation switches.
Off.
Engine anti-ice.
Anti-ice is up here.
Off.
Recall.
Checked.
Flight deck door.
Locked.
After start checklist complete.
Okay, that is the after start checklist. I guess we have enough time remaining on this video. I think we're only 5.5 minutes in to move forward. Let's see. We're clear on the left.
We clear on the right?
Yep, all clear.
So we're
Okay,
clear
let's
on
get the show on the road.
We're clear on both sides, so we're pretty much ready to taxi here. But I'm going to go ahead and do the control checks while we're here just outside the gate before we begin our taxi. Controls are the control surfaces of the aircraft. You see, we've switched views from the ICAS, or rather the bottom screen is no longer the secondary engine indicators within two. It's now the controls, and what we're concentrating here are the control surface indicators. The various control surfaces of the aircraft are the ailerons, the left and right, which tilt the aircraft and allow it to bank left and right. Then you have the elevator, which allows the aircraft to pitch up and down, and then you've got the rudder. So we're going to be checking there are, I guess, measurement equipments that are hooked up to the various control surfaces, and ensure that when we move the control surfaces using the inputs to the yoke and the rudder pedals, that they are indeed moving freely and correctly. So let's go ahead and I guess before we do controls, set the flaps. The flaps are right here, and you can see we want to go to flaps 15, but there's flaps 1 and 5 between, so we're going to go straight to 15 here.
Flap 15, please.
Okay, so if we look at the exterior of the aircraft here, we can probably see the flaps moving into place. There they go. Okay, and we're at 15.
Flaps 15 set.
And I think we have just enough time for controls, so let's do the rudder first.
Ready for controls?
Go ahead.
Fully left.
Fully left.
Center.
Centered.
Fully right.
Fully right.
Center.
Centered.
Your tops.
Fully right.
Check.
Centered.
Check.
Fully left.
Check.
Centered.
Check.
Fully up.
Check.
Centered.
Check.
Fully down.
Check.
Centered.
Okay, so the controls checked out correctly, and when we come back, we'll release the parking brake and begin our taxi.